Hi, everyone. Today we're going to explore a new resource that I've stumbled upon called Insert Learning. It's new to me, but I don't believe it's new to Chrome. The first thing in order to access this extension is you must have Google Chrome on your computer or your electronic device, and then you have to add the actual extension. Here, what you see is InsertLearning.com, the home page. And what I would do is go here where it says Add to Chrome. I will click there to add this actual extension. Of course, you have to have a Google account. So I'm going to log into my school account and I'm going to add to Chrome. Of course, you have to check off the permissions. And now that I've added it to my Chrome account, where it says sign up with Google, I'll click on that as well. And again, select my account. Identify the fact that I'm an educator or a teacher in this case, and then create my first class. So signing up is pretty simple as long as you have a Google account and you have Chrome on your computer. The actual whole resource is pretty simple if you are have a decent level of technology experience. As you see here, I've been playing around with some lessons, so let's explore one of these topics. From this screen, you can choose to create a new lesson, so let's do that. There are two ways that you can start a lesson, and that is either to go to a specific article on any website and use as you see in the video, use the features that the extension allows. The extension should have popped up in the upper right hand corner of your screen where the on the toolbar. Uh, when you visit any website, you could click on that particular icon, the IL or Insert Learning icon, and just as you see here on the screen, it will give you a toolbar to use, and of course, you can use that on any website. The other way to use this particular resource is to find content that's already been curated by educators. Let's explore uh, holidays, the holiday season. The holiday season is upon us, and so you may be able to, as a teacher, be able to figure out ways to use this particular time of year to expose your students to different things. So we're going to scroll down to, um, let's look at this article about Amazon, Walmart, and Target. Now, here, what I would be able to do, just as you see it over here on the left, the uh, the toolbar has already appeared, and so as on the teacher side of this, I can create a general lesson. I could focus on a current event, so on and so forth. However, for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss that and scroll down to the actual article. So there are several features that you can use this resource for. Several features in this resource that you can use within the classroom. Excuse me. So let's look at them. I'll hover over. So you could assign specific assignments to students. You would do that by joining this or sharing this assignment through a Google Classroom account. Students or teachers could highlight text for students to focus on. You can also enter a sticky note from the teacher's perspective. Maybe you want your students to think about something specific as they're reading a specific feature in this article, or maybe you want to insert a question. So, as your students are reading, whether it be this article or any other article, whatever you wanted to share with them, uh, you could insert a question to quiz the students as they go. If you connect this particular assignment with your Google Classroom or a specific class, there is a feature that feature allows you to keep track of students' responses and assign scores based off the questions, how they responded to the questions. Further, the students could engage in a discussion. Sometimes when we are doing group work, we may want students to engage in healthy discussion about a specific topic, and that would be a good option for this particular feature. There are other options as well. You can assign a reading to a specific student. You could share a reading or a text with other teachers, and so on and so forth, just as you see here. We're looking at this particular page from the teacher's view, but of course, after you have added different things in the text, you may want to view it as a student. So I would click View as Student and then click Away, and it would show me whatever I've added, just to ensure that the students are seeing what you intended for them to see. So let's explore with these features. Say I wanted to get my students to look at a specific part of the text. I only want them to focus on certain parts. So I'm going to highlight this entire paragraph just to bring my students' attention to that paragraph. From there, I could also add a sticky note here telling my students that I want what I want them to do with this text. Focus on this part of the article. Discuss with a neighbor your thoughts. In addition to typing in a note for my students or giving them the opportunity to use this feature to annotate, I could also embed a video that may connect with this text. So I would click the video icon. I could find a video or record a video and embed it there on that sticky note. You would just record here, and then it would automatically embed it into that sticky note. The next feature, so I've pretty much explained what the highlight and the sticky notes are for. The next feature would be to possibly add a question. So let's insert a question here. Let's write the question. How much is a fine account per year? Now I would simply, after typing the question, simply click Create. And if you noticed up above, or here, let's edit it. I could change the number of points assigned to this particular question, and it keeps a tally so that it keeps a tally on the teacher side, but it also tells students how much that particular question is worth. Let's look at it from the student side so that you can see what it looks like. Now, as a student, I'm reading this article. My teacher has highlighted what she wants me to focus on, or he wants me to focus on, and here's the question that he or she would like for me to answer. The number of points is specified. I would say the answer is 100, just as it says in that paragraph, $119, and my question has been saved. As a student, I've already logged because my teacher assigned it. Hypothetically, my teacher assigned this to me within Google Classroom, so it's tracking, and my teacher would be able to track my score. All right. Again, there are several other features, but those are the primary things that you would want to focus on from a teacher's perspective. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you will use this particular feature, or sorry, this resource to benefit your class.